Have you ever seen this video?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Patricia! Get it together, sweetie. We have a show this weekend.
Or maybe this one.
7, 8, and 1, 2.
Patricia!
You stop dropping that, okay, sweetie?
Or maybe this one.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2.
Patricia!
You're a little late on that count, sweetie, okay?
Yeah, I created that meme.
Hey, I'm Irving. I used to eat, sleep, and breathe color guard. These days, life looks a little different. I'm becoming a dad, building a new career outside of color guard, and trying to figure out who I am beyond this activity that defined me for so long. Along the way, I wanted to tell these stories and reconnect with a community that meant so much to me. Thanks for being here.
Patricia!
Many of you will know it as the Patricia meme. When this video was posted, it gained millions of views. It completely changed my life, and in many ways it shaped my trajectory, my future, addiction to social media, relationship with color guard. I would say it's the most relatable color guard meme of all time. And not a lot of people know this, but the Patricia voice wasn't even mine. It belongs to this other content creator named Chrish.
Hey, kids!
Patricia!
Honey, can you be quiet? I'm just trying to...
Here's the entire story behind the Patricia meme and how it shaped my entire identity and trajectory in social media. So before I posted the Patricia meme, I was already posting color guard videos. I believe it was in 2012 or so where I posted my first color guard video of me tossing. I just thought it was a fun way to show off something that I love to do, which is color guard. From there, I kind of got inspired to keep making videos. So I was inspired by all these really funny videos that people were posting on Vine. You know, there was all these comedians like getting really creative in their 6-second videos, and I just thought like, why don't I do that for color guard? And so I started making funny, relatable color guard memes. I knew I had created this like niche that had never been done before. I just kept making these like videos, like, and little by little, like some of them got some traction. Like every now and then, like people like within the know or my friends would be like, oh, that video was really funny, or like randomly at a color guard show I'd get recognized. But it wasn't crazy. I think within the first 2 to 3 years of me making color guard content, I maybe gained around like 4,000 or 5,000 followers or so, which I thought was a lot, and it is a lot. So Patricia was not this like random fluke video that I just made. It was just a lot of videos that creatively just led up into that. I think one day I was scrolling on Vine and I found this really funny video by this content creator named Chrish. He looks off in the distance and yells at someone named Patricia. You know, in the video, maybe it's like pretending to be his daughter. And like just kind of talking about how like moms can be when they're like unhinged and loud, but also can get really sweet when they want to be like calm. So that's kind of like the way I interpret it, where it's like someone being like super unhinged, but then just like chilling out on the like, oh, can you just like, you know, be quiet for a little while? And I just thought it was so funny. I was like really obsessed with that Vine, and I just thought that's so funny. It reminds me about color guard, because I feel like in color guard, coaches are always like yelling at us in an unhinged way. So it just felt super relatable to me. So I thought, oh, you know what would be funny if like I recreated this kind of like video, but with color guard. And at the time, you know, now on TikTok, the audio off a video is super usable. You could see a TikTok video and you could choose to use the audio and use it for your own creative video. And back then, the only way to do that is to rip the video off the platform, put it on iMovie or whatever editing software you had. I had iMovie on my phone, and you could dub it over any video that you wanted. People did that on Vine all the time. And so I thought, okay, you know, I think I want to use Chrish's voice because it's funny. And that was it. I kind of was just like, all right, cool, that was another idea. And again, I was thinking of ideas like all the time. So it's just kind of like one of the ideas of the batch. In 2015, I was teaching this high school color guard called Chino High School in Chino, California. It was a great, talented group of kids that I was teaching. Eventually, I developed a really great relationship with them, and they knew about my color guard videos that I made. And so they were always like, Irving, when are we gonna make a video with you? And I just thought, I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's make a video on our break, right? So I would coach them throughout the day, and then whenever we had some downtime, I would be like, all right, let's do this. So yeah, I remember going to Chino High School. I showed up early, I remember, and I told the color guard, I was like, hey, I have a funny idea. Let's go set up rifle block early and let's shoot this video. And they were like, all right, cool. And we set up what we call a rifle technique block. That is, you get your students in a block lined up against each other, and you do rifle warm up, and eventually you move on to like your choreographed segment that you're doing later on. So I set them up, and I didn't really think about it. I was just like, all right, cool. You're gonna be Patricia, which was a student named Cassie. Shout out to Cassie. I haven't spoken to her in a really long time. I hope you're doing well if you see this video, but she is the OG Patricia. I set up Cassie right in the center, and then I put all the students surrounding her. I kind of was just like picked. I was like, all right, you do this, like you go like this, you go like, oh, like this, you two run away, you fall to the ground. Like I was like it was all staged. It was not real at all. You know, a lot of people thought it was real, but that just kind of goes to show how great of performers the Chino High School color guard was. So then I shot it, and then I just went out throughout my day coaching them throughout their color guard rehearsal. So after I shot it, whenever I have downtime, I'll edit on my phone, and I remember editing the video, and I just thought, all right, cool. And I remember having this thought of like, this isn't that funny. I was just like, all right, well, whatever. It'll be like a throwaway post. I might as well post it, right? I made it, so I might as well post it. So I remember the day that I posted it. It was a Friday, and it was exactly March 6, 2015, and I was marching the Santa Clara Vanguard Winter Guard. It was a really great season, by the way. And I remember thinking, okay, I'll post this Patricia video at noon. And so I posted it, and I forgot about it. I didn't really think about it. Again, I thought it was a throwaway post. I didn't think it was that good of a post. I ended up going to color guard rehearsal, and then all of a sudden, more than usual, my teammates were like, Irving, that video is so funny. Even my coach was like, oh my God, Irving, I saw that video. That was so funny. And it was just like a little out of the ordinary where I was like, oh, cool, thanks. I went on throughout my color guard rehearsal, and I remember that night checking back in, and it had gotten like way more likes and views. And I was like, oh, interesting. And I went to bed that night, and I literally woke up to 10,000 followers the next day. To receive that many followers like in 24 hours is just, it's so life-changing, right? And so I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, what is happening to me right now? I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. And on Vine, I remember within the first week, it was at like 18 million video loops. And it was growing still. And I was just like becoming really obsessive. And just to paint a picture of why I loved all that attention, I was on the later half of my color guard career. I had already done color guard for like 13 plus years or so, and had aged out of the Blue Devils, and Santa Clara Vanguard Winter Guard was supposed to be my last year marching. And here's this Patricia video that drops, and all of a sudden people know who I am and want to know more about me. And I loved it because, you know, I always had this color guard resentment, I'll call it, that I feel other color guard members can relate to, in which I was good, but I was never good enough to be color guard captain, or I was never good enough to get the absolute best color guard solo. That I kind of just felt now that I was getting all of this acclaim and this validation in becoming essentially not only the first color guard content creator, but the most known color guard member or representation of what color guard is. And that was a really powerful feeling. Basically, my ego grew, and it wasn't good for me or the people around me, and it led me down a path of starting to overthink everything, because all of a sudden I had all of these eyes on me because of this Patricia meme. But on the positive end, like I mentioned, this Patricia meme made me more motivated to create more. Because of the Patricia meme, I was always chasing that high of getting the most likes and comments and getting that attention on the post. Like there was nothing like posting something and it getting like hundreds of thousands of views or comments or anything like that. And I was always chasing that feeling. that meme was very oddly timed because I remember going to WGI World Championships in 2015, and that's when the impact like hit me even more. I have this memory of walking inside where the competition was being held at, which was the University of Dayton Arena. And as soon as I walked in, there was all these like high school and random color guard members that recognized me, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's the Patricia guy!" Like, "Oh my god, Irving, like, can I take a picture with you?" And I remember people started lining up to take a picture with me, and I was like, "Whoa, cool." You know, this is awesome. Like, I could barely make my way from the hallway to the restroom. After that happened, and I had more interactions like that throughout WGI, it started planting a seed of like me realizing, whoa, I'm really known. I'm starting to get more noticed. That means more eyes are gonna be on me. And so I need to be good. And so little did I know at that time that it added more pressure to me. And I had a fairly good WGI run through for the Santa Clara Vanguard Winter Guard, but I unfortunately dropped, and any color guard member can tell you that it sucks when you drop. But overall, it ended up being a really great WGI season. Our team, the Santa Clara Vanguard Winter Guard, ended up getting first place in the most amazing show I had ever been a part of. And I went home, and any color guard member will tell you that after any color guard season, you kind of get a little depressed because you spent all this time rehearsing and practicing for this big moment, and then it happens and then it's gone completely. You stop seeing your friends every week, you stop having muscle memory, you kind of, you know, start getting bad eating habits, and you know, you kind of have to decide to do something else. And at the time, I was not only coming off of the end of the season, but I was also coming off of the end of the Patricia meme in a way, you know, where I'm like, oh man, I need to make more videos so that I could keep this momentum going. And I definitely did. I still kept making videos, but I was kind of like in this place of like, well, Vanguard Winter Guard was my last season. Like, do I keep going? And I did, and like I mentioned, I was very much just chasing the high of the engagements and the views that I was getting. I was also having fun. I very much was having fun with the concepts that I was shooting. So anyway, I did that for a couple of years. I did a few follow-up Patricia videos with the Chino High School color guard as well too, that were really fun and also went viral on their own. And it was cool and it was fun. And eventually I ended up like really getting a good following. The most, I think I peaked around 60K followers on Instagram before I really left social media for a while. But it really was, the seed of my growth was definitely that Patricia meme. And looking back at it now, I'm grateful it happened. It gave me this validity and feeling of being seen, but it also gave me a dark learning experience of chasing social media fame isn't happiness at all, or getting that video and it going super viral is great, but it doesn't mean anything if the next day another viral video goes viral and you have to do it again. I kind of understand it now looking back at it 10 plus years later, but there's a lot of things that I just like wish I would have handled differently. Like, for example, I mentioned at the top of this video that the voice for the Patricia video was from this content creator named Chrish. I can't recall if it was instantly or a year later, 2 years later, the actual creator, Chrish, caught wind of the meme and was really upset about it. I remember on one instance, he direct messaged me and he was like, hey, what the hell? Like, you posted my Patricia meme and you didn't give me credit. And I remember being overwhelmed by that, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just not gonna engage. And I blocked Chrish and I just didn't talk to him. Looking back at it, yes, I could have definitely direct messaged him and said like, hey, sorry, I did tag you on a few posts, but I stopped tagging you Honestly, I don't know why I stopped tagging him. I think it was just kind of like one of those things where it's like, does it even matter? A lot of people do this, you know? So, but I saw that it was important to him. So anytime that I posted a Patricia sound after that, I always tagged him after that. But I didn't acknowledge him in my direct messages because candidly, I was kind of scared of him. So I didn't reply back to him. And I should have. There was also another time in which Chrish made like a rant like video, and I think he might have posted it on his IG stories where he's all like, hey, this punk rock Irving guy, he stole my voice, he used it on his like video with flags, and it's not cool, like what the hell, Irving, like, you know, not cool, you stole my voice. Like he was very visibly upset in his IG story, and I noticed it because I started getting a lot of comments saying like, you stole Chrish's voice, not cool, something bad's gonna... I started getting like really threatening comments, and that was sent by Chrish's followers. I think I ended up going to investigate on Chrish's profile, and then I saw the IG story. For the record, the Patricia voice was not mine. It belongs to the content creator Chrish. Please go follow him. I had his linked socials in my bio description now. And, you know, I just want to take this opportunity to say, Chrish, I'm sorry that I didn't approach it correctly. I was candidly scared of you. But now looking back at it now, I just want to let you know that this Patricia meme gave me followers. I didn't receive any money off of it, if I'm being honest. It might have been on a lot of TV shows across the world or all these syndicated meme sites, but I never received any money off of the Patricia video. Look, this Patricia meme, it's gonna be a part of me for the rest of my life. Like, for example, I saw the Patricia meme come out on a Netherlands like funny TV show. I saw it on MTV's like Ridiculousness. I saw Haley Bailey made it on her TikTok a couple years ago, which is crazy. And I see other color guards doing the sound as well on their TikTok handles. So I just know that it's always going to be a part of the internet. It's never going to die. So like I mentioned, this Patricia meme completely changed my life. For the better or the worse, I'm just glad it happened because it provided me a ton of opportunities and a lot of learning experiences to go along with it. It's something that I can always be prideful about and proud of, that I made that meme, and that it also gave me the push to have the creative mind that I have to make more content that led me down a path of not only more color guard content creation, but eventually my career in entertainment. And to you, the people that love that meme, or know about that meme, thank you for resharing it, thank you for liking it, thank you for recreating the meme. It's been an awesome experience to see all of that. What I would love to hear is how this Patricia meme impacted you and any memories that go along with it, not only in color guard but outside of color guard as well too. So please drop your comments down below. I would love to see and read all about them. And you know, let me know if you want to hear anything else from me. I want to keep trying to drop these videos weekly and engage with you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time on the next Punk Rock Irving video.